Welcome back, ladles and jelly spoons, to another episode of Friday 5-Minute Facts. I am Pat Whitemuffin, your retired esports commentator, here to dive into the classic video game Perfect Dark, a first-person shooter from the year 2000 for the N64. Created by Rare, it is the first game in the Perfect Dark series, and it follows Joanna Dark, an agent from the Carrington Institute, as she tries to stop an alien conspiracy by a rival company called Deayton. The game has a story mode where players complete different levels, advance through the plot, and also offers various multiplayer options, including co-op mode and classic deathmatch games with AI controlled opponents. Hello, I've brewed a special tea today. It's a bit like Perfect Dark, it's a bit mysterious, and it might crash if you add too much sugar. So let's jump into some fun and interesting facts about Perfect Dark, like the fact that it made its way into a book, 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die, by the absolutely fantastic Tony Mott, the editor of Edge magazine. I'm writing my own 1001 year now, 1001 teas you must drink before you play Perfect Dark. That's quite the list, I'm sure. Anyway, speaking of glitches, the first release cartridges of Perfect Dark had more bugs than a picnic. If you tried to load up the warehouse multiplayer level with 3 players, the game crashed every time. And if you have one of these early cartridges, Challenge 7 is impossible to play. So if you think you're bad at the game, just blame cartridge. It reminds me of my old typewriter, that would crash on me if I typed too fast. Quite the comparison, Keith. Now, here's a cheesy fact for you, literally. Each level of Perfect Dark, there's a hidden piece of Swiss cheese. This was originally part of a mega cheat that got scrapped from the final version of the game. So, no ultimate cheese powers for you. I always knew that cheese was the key to everything. They should have kept it in. Imagine the possibilities. A cheese tea, maybe. Loose leaf cheese. Advancing through skill levels, Agent, Special Agent and Perfect Agent not only reveals new areas but also grants access to the elite Perfect Dark skill level. Rare's development team stated that nearly 95% of players will never finish the game on this difficulty level. That's quite the challenge. Let's get to YouTube and have a look. It's like trying to find the perfect cup of tea. Almost impossible. Exactly. Speaking of rare features, during development Perfect Dark was supposed to use the Game Boy camera with the N64 transfer pack. You could map your face onto in-game characters for multiplayer, but this got scrapped due to the potential media controversy that it might cause. I've imagined seeing my face on an action hero. That would have been a sight. The true Sarah deep fakes. Anyway, moving on. Did you know that in the Japanese version they removed almost all of the blood from the game? Also, there are several cracking references in the game, like weapons from GoldenEye 007 in the Carrington Institute, and game journalist faces based on photos from the 1999 E3 event. Any biscuit related references? No? Missed a trick there. Perfect Dark is a treasure trove of nostalgia and innovation. From its hidden cheese to its challenging gameplay, it's a must experience for any retro game fan. So if you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Dive in and enjoy the adventure. Perfect Dark received high praise from video game critics, particularly for its graphics, artificial intelligence and extensive multiplayer options. GameSpot called it unparalleled for console first-person shooters, and IGN highlighted its standout features. Nintendo 64 magazine described it as significantly larger and more impressive than its predecessor GoldenEye. Edge noted it refined its predecessor's gameplay while expanding multiplayer features, and Nintendo Power praised it as a work of art with compelling suspense. Graphics were acclaimed for dynamic lighting, detailed levels and smooth animation. The game's audio, including voiced cutscenes and atmospheric score reminiscent of Blade Runner and GoldenEye, were also praised.
Rare was commended for fitting such quality onto an N64 cartridge. Gameplay was noted for its challenging AI and varied level design. Enemies used squad tactics, took cover and displayed realistic behaviour. The game's non-linear structure was positively received. Multiplayer was considered the game's strongest feature, with numerous options, modes and customisable bots enhancing replay value. GamePro highlighted the counter-operative mode as particularly innovative. However, the game was criticised for inconsistent frame rates, which some felt made it unplayable at higher difficulty levels. Joanna Dark's character design also faced criticism for trying to mimic Lara Croft's appeal, which is seen as challenging for a first-person shooter protagonist if you ask me. Perfect Dark won several awards, including GameSpot's Best Nintendo 64 Game and Best Shooting Game. It was recognised with a BAFTA Interactive Entertainment Moving Image Award and a Golden Satellite Award for Best Interactive Product.
That's all for today's Friday 5-Minute Facts. If you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And leave us a comment. Tell us your favourite hidden gems in gaming or your favourite cheese. Mind how you go.